And believe you me, after 30 plus years now, spirit has never tested me. They are there, they hold me, they support me, and they're cheering me on, you know. Who has tested me? Myself. Hi again, guys. So, what do we want from a medium? Well, for me, it's very easy. But that's for me. So, if I look at my background and all the mediums, all the readings I got over the years when I was a student, no one saw my insecurities, no one saw my low self-esteem, no confidence, I was broken inside. No one picked that up. It's like they are afraid to talk about your vulnerabilities. And that's exactly what is needed. And it was in my case, at least. So I went to, I don't know how many mediums, and a lot of them told me how fabulous I am. There's no limitation on what you can do, Mia. You will be a fabulous platform medium, a normal medium, a healer, a trance medium, even a physical medium I had potential for. Who knows? I might have all them traits. Who knows? But it didn't help me at the time. Yes, you get high for 5 minutes and you go, oh my God, I have all them talents within me. And at that time we spoke about gifts, of course. I had a gift, you know, which I hate today. It means that God has favorites and I don't believe in that. We have talents that needs to be practiced. But what I want to say is that no one took the time to see me at the sitting. And what shall I do with all these praises if I can't find myself? If I can't find the confidence within myself? If I can't even find a way to like myself and love myself? That wasn't on the map, you know. So all them good, just meaningless sentences of how brilliant I was didn't help me whatsoever in my ordinary day life. I needed someone to see me, to feel me, you know, to understand me, because no one else did, and I certainly did. I was lost, I was broken. And to just hear how fabulous you can be, yeah, it's good for the ego for 5 minutes, as I said, but how do I get there? How do I get to the place where I can work as a medium? How do I find myself? Because, yeah, I can polish my talent, and I can do mediumistic contacts, and I can read other people. But is it worth anything if I don't love myself? If I don't appreciate myself? If I don't respect myself? I will walk around and never be satisfied. And I did for many, many years. I just had a whip on my back. I'm lousy. I'm not good enough. When is it going to disappear, you know? My talents. And especially when you have someone telling you one day, spirit gonna test you. And they're gonna see if you stay to the spirit or if you're gonna work psychic, if you're honest. And I was so afraid for so many years when I stood up on the platform. Is this the day they're gonna test me? Spirit always show up with unconditionally love. They have no demands on me. They don't expect anything from me. They just want me to be happy and do the best I can do. And yeah, it took me some time to realize that and to get to that point. And we still in this business have so many strange ideas, and I think we will always have. But when I do a reading, I look at your auric field, I look at your strength and your weakness, and I make sure I understand you as a human being. How you're functioning, where your weaknesses are, where your strength is, because how can I help you move forward if I doesn't understand you? Yes, I could sit there lazy medium and tell you how brilliant you are and how fabulous you are and how amazing you're gonna do, and you will be high and you think, oh my God, you saw all that potential in me. And when you're walking out, half an hour goes, how are you gonna get there then? So in all honesty, if I do that, I'm not doing my job. And I think that's something we need to address a little bit more. It's not about the future. We mediums are not here to make and tell you your future. That's your responsibility. The spirit world is not here to tell you if you're going to live with that man, if you're going to buy a new house, if you're going to change your work, is the right one for me? No, that's your personal responsibility. Spirit is here to help you find your own answers within yourself. And the best way to do that is not screaming to the spirit world for help, is to listen within. Because within yourself you have something called your own soul and your own spirit, and that's the true compass of your life. Because your true soul and spirit within you, if you can quiet down your mind, listen within, you know exactly the road ahead of you. And then you don't need to go to a medium. You can listen here. All the answers lay in here. Yeah, I know. It's easier said than done. Absolutely. And sometimes we medium, we can get what's out there, you know. Something is in movement, the energies and what's about to come into your life. We can have a glimpse of that, absolutely. But like I said, and always gonna say, nothing is set in stone. You might sit here, have a reading with me, and I'm telling you, I see this happen in your life. I always say, if I'm picking something up in the future, take it with a pinch of salt. You might walk out from my reading I've done with you, and you got run over by a car, hypothetically. I'm picking up things that happens from the moment I'm sitting there with you. You might walking out here all, ooh, this is fabulous, not looking at yourself as normally, and bang, something hit you. The whole scheme, or what you say, everything that was in your plan is changing immediately. And then you might say, that's what I've been thinking about. But shouldn't I have seen that then? No, I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being. And I, as a medium, don't look for disaster. I don't look for tragedy. Because life can be tragical enough. And I meet so many beautiful people in tragic circumstances. So I always look for the light in the tunnel. It might sound like a cliche, but that's what I do. And when I put my intention for the beautiful stuff, I don't pick up the bad stuff. So if you come to me, the future is not set in the stone. I can't control your life. Not at all. There is actually only 2 sittings I do, or 3 really. One is a spiritual assessment or a psychic reading. That's when I use my intuition. I look at you, who you are, your weakness and the strength. See you and see your potential, you know, and to make you realize how to move forward. That's my job. Not to give you the answers, because I don't have them, you know. That's your responsibility. Then you have the evidential sittings. You lost someone to the spirit world, and I make everything I can to connect to the one you have lost. And if I fail and you are in bereavement, you get your money back. Because I believe that everybody is there. It's up to me to focus on the right spirit. So the blame is not on the spirit world. The blame is on me as a medium. I have the responsibility. So you can have a psychic reading, spiritual assessment, or a mediumistic reading. Or you can have a mix of them, you know. And I think sometimes we mediums have to educate our sitters when they come, because they think sometimes that mediums can see everything. Well, if it would be that easy, I would have been a millionaire. I would have won the lottery. I would have picked the right numbers to be a millionaire, and all sorts of things. I would have had a more kosher life. Unfortunately, Spirit doesn't tell you what to do. I have to make my own decision. So yes, my life has been a roller coaster, and I'm learning. But I'll tell you one thing. Today, I have learned to listen to myself. I still have issues. I still struggle with anxiety. I still have a lot of huge issues with myself, but not compared to it was 20, 25 years ago. I feel that I've grown enormously. And I honestly believe that Spirit can only take you so far on your journey if you don't look at your own personal growth. And we've seen so many mediums with so good potential don't work with themselves and the ego takes over, and it's so, so sad to see. So don't think because you're in this business, everything is love and light, because it's not. You're dealing with people, human beings, with the flaws, the baggage and everything. And not everybody is kind and loving and caring in this business. Listen to your heart. Listen to your gut feeling. I know it's easier said than done a lot of time, but if you manage to listen to it, it won't steer you wrong, because, like I said, that's your true compass in life. Bye.